Oh man, this video is about to get no views because that was one of the worst games I've ever seen in my entire life. Unfortunately, we're going to be seeing more of that, probably be saying that same thing for the next few weeks. And nobody who watched that game or checked the box score or followed on Twitter is going to want to watch a recap, because why the hell would they? Because that was garbage. There were so many things that game made me want to do to myself in a harmful fashion, but I won't say that because I don't want to get demonetized on this video. But anyways, what we will do today is talk a little bit about the game in which the Miami Dolphins got killed by the Tennessee Titans 31-12. And we'll rant a little bit because I think that's what a lot of Dolphins fans might be coming here for, because I do like this community where we can kind of rant about all the bad that is going on, because there's a lot of it. So if you are here from Dolphin Nation, make sure y'all tap in, like and comment, because I know I said no one is watching this, but I know there will be people tuning in, and I do greatly appreciate you. So the positives. Cam Ward is on the Miami Hurricanes. He's really good. They're really good. NBA Media Day was today. Jimmy Butler, he showed up late, but I liked his answers. Tyler Hero, I liked his answers too. And that's the only positives. I don't think I have any positives from this particular game in which this video is about at all. Because even from an injury standpoint, I think they said Jeff Wilson got hurt early on. You had no Teron Armstead, who this time I think was out with a concussion. So new one for him, just another part of the body. He decides to get injured. Jalen Phillips did leave earlier in the game, grabbing his knee, went to the tent, came back out, went on the field, left again because of a non-contact knee injury. Now, he didn't look to be in too much pain, so maybe it's just a minor strain or something like that. But he did end up leaving the game. But as ugly as that game was, and we'll get into some of the numbers and some of the specifics, I do want to start by talking about the number one thing that pisses me off the most when talking about this game, or, looking on Twitter, and you listen, and of course, there's still Dolphins fans that are very optimistic. Why? I don't know, but some fans are blindly optimistic. It's, hey, good for you, do you? Because I'm not the fan police. If you think being a fan means always be positive, fine. That's not what I believe. But these optimistic fans are out there, and they're saying the thing that I hate, which is, look how bad this offense is without Tua, or something like, and all you people that doubted Tua, look where they are without him. As if to say that if Tua does return in a few games here, there's 2 more games he has to miss. They have a bye, so that'll be like 3-4 more weeks. As if to say that if Tua does come back, that everything will be fixed. And need I remind you that the last time we saw Tua Tagovailoa play, the Dolphins got their ass kicked by the Buffalo Bills. They were down 3 touchdowns before Tua got injured, and he had 3 interceptions. And it's not like that's an outlier, because going back to the last several years, particularly last year, he plays terrible versus good teams. And of course, there is some outliers. He had the great game versus Baltimore, which we always talk about. They beat Dallas last year, but everyone always points to the same outliers. What the data shows is that Tua Tagovailoa is not a difference maker versus the good teams. But even if he was, this is not a Tua video. This video is about how bad everyone else is as well. Because all those people saying that, look how bad the offense is without Tua, is assuming that when he gets back, everything is going to be fixed. No, that's not the case. Because you don't go out there with the weapons that you have today, I don't care who the quarterback is, and put up 12 points. Almost all field goals until you got a late touchdown. You don't have, how many total yards of offense did this team have? Let me check the team stats. They had a total of, how do I find offense on here? 184 yards of total offense. And Tennessee only had 244 total yards. But there's a endless amount of numbers that show how bad this offense is and has been. I think in the last game versus the Seahawks, they said the Dolphins were like 1 for 19 on 3rd down for a total of like -7 yards. How the hell do you run 19 plays on 3rd down? You have -7 yards. I think they had missed like their last 11 fourth down conversions. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I'm not exaggerating with how bad their third and fourth down numbers could be. And that's not because you don't have Tua. That's because of everyone is at fault. You had Tyreek Hill on the first drive drop a pass, which was a backwards pass, so it was a fumble, ball back to Tennessee. You had Jalen Waddle drop a big gain later in the game. Would have been like a 13-yard gain, which in this game would have been a big gain. The offensive line is not only terrible at their job, letting guys run unabated to the quarterback time and time again, but they're idiots, committing penalties time and time again. There was a play in the fourth quarter. They had 3 illegal formation penalties. 2 of them was in a row, I think. How do you commit the same penalty in a row? That's stupid. That's idiotic. I don't understand how you could be so bad at your job like that. And then, even outside of how bad I think everyone is, right? People using the last 2 game sample size of, oh, look how much this offense needs Tua. It's not like the Dolphins have a competent backup either. They were playing Skylar Thompson and Tyler Huntley, who have to be 2 of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen in my entire life. If the backup on this team was Joe Flacco or Carson Wentz or Jameis Winston or somebody who was competent, Sam Darnold, look what he's doing. If they had someone that was competent, even look at Justin Fields, this offense would be worlds better than it is right now. Not even saying it'd be great, because like I'm saying, a lot of other guys are at fault outside of just the quarterback. But saying that this offense needs Tua because Skylar Thompson and Tyler Huntley are bad is just a dumb thing to say. And what's even more dumb is that the Dolphins have those guys as our backup quarterback situation and didn't invest in an actual good backup earlier in the offseason. Because when you have a guy like Tua Tagovailoa, who you know has injury concerns, when you have an offensive line that you know is terrible, they're starting some guy named Patrick Paul who has to be AI generated, because what the hell is that guy? What the hell is he? Julian Hill, oh my God, why does that guy get so many snaps? He sucks. Maybe that's because Durham Smythe can't catch a pass, and the other tight ends they draft don't even get to play. Nobody they draft gets to play. Chop Robinson doesn't get to play. You got David Long out today too, but no, Chop Robinson still can't play. You got guys going down left and right on defense. Bradley Chubb is still out. Jalen Phillips goes out. Chop Robinson, your first round pick, can't play. But Chris Grier still has a job. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't understand. I definitely lost track of whatever the hell I was saying earlier. Oh yeah, you don't invest in an offensive line. You know Tua has injury problems. And in the offseason, Grier laughs. He's like, oh, you guys think that we have offensive line concerns. I don't have offensive line concerns. Second game in, Tua's already hurt. Almost career-ending injury. But you guys laugh about how we think the offensive line is no good. So now you remedy that poor team planning with not getting a competent backup is stupid. Look what Joe Flacco's doing out there. Like, when you have the weapons that the Dolphins theoretically have in Tyreek and Waddle and Achane, who are all not great today, but you still got weapons. You have speed. Jalen Wright showed, a flash or two today. He had a nice run, but didn't do much else. But we know he has speed. You have weapons on paper. You don't need a star backup. You need someone that can manage the game. And there's a lot of backup quarterbacks out there that could be game managers, but the Dolphins decided not to invest in that. They decided to invest in a 5th running back. When you already had Mostert and you had Achane and you got Wilson, you had Chris Brooks on the roster who would have been very cheap. But no, let's draft another tight end. Let's draft another cornerback in Cam Smith, who plays less than Noah Igbenogany did, who never played either. What awful team management. And shoot, I plan on doing Dolphins post games after every game. I don't know what else I'm gonna possibly say in the next couple games. Let's talk a little bit more about this game. I just got a couple more notes here. Mike McDaniel gave him an extension a month ago. That guy sucks. They had a 4th and 1 late in the game, and Mike McDaniel challenged the spot of the ball to see if it was actually a first down. It clearly wasn't. So instead, in a game that you were down, that you were theoretically in at the time, instead of just running a quick quarterback sneak to get the 4th and inches, you challenge it, you lose a timeout, and then you don't get the 4th down anyways, because you run a handoff to Achane on the outside, who couldn't get nothing going today. You got Lamar Huntley. Supposedly the guy has legs. He had one nice run today to get him a first down. Use him. Make a game plan for him. But Mike McDaniel doesn't do that. Challenges the 4th and 1, loses the timeout, then doesn't get the 4th and 1. And then probably the worst thing today was that stupid ESPN split screen. For half the Dolphins game, it's in a little box on my TV because they're showing the stupid Seahawks-Lions game. I don't give a damn about that game. If I wanted to watch that game, I'd put it on. Nowadays, people have TVs. They can do their own split screen. They got a phone if they want to watch the game. And don't put it on my channel when I want to watch the Dolphins game. Although I guess they were doing me a favor because they were saving me from watching the pain of whatever the hell that Dolphins game was. Even that onside kick late, nobody knows what the hell the rule is on that. I'm watching the game. You got the idiot on Tennessee who thinks that it's a punt or something like that. So Ethan Bonner on the Dolphins catches the onside kick. I'm thinking he could run free for a touchdown, but apparently you can't return an onside kick now. But then apparently an onside kick has to land in a landing zone now and just doesn't have to go past 10 yards, which is what the rule used to be. I thought it just had to go 10 yards and then you're eligible to get the ball, which it did. But then they're saying it was a penalty because the Dolphins kicked it out of the landing zone. Nobody knows what the hell the rule is, though. I can't even explain to you. And I'm checking Twitter for explanation. Ira's confused. Barry Jackson's confused. Clay Farrell's confused. Nobody gets it. What a dumb kickoff rule. Anyways, guys, I'm done for this video. Like and subscribe. If you appreciate the rant, let me know down below. Make sure to leave your thoughts there as well. Just feel free to rant, and however you feel, let me know. How do you think Dolphins get better? I'll read everyone's comments and try to reply to everyone as well. It's heat season, guys. I'll get y'all out some more heat videos and some hurricane stuff, so I'll see y'all then. Peace out.
Look, pull up in your city trying to get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.